the ground crew preps the Electra for its flight. The Electra crew was supposed to leave yesterday for the high Arctic, but yesterday was a write-off.
The weather was good, then we got into the plane, and then the weather went to and then that screwed up our whole day.
Second Officer Scott Blue and the crew are heading out on a unique, thoroughly northern, thoroughly Buffalo mission, picking up a load of recently slaughtered Musk Ox. Until the weather changed, they planned to leave yesterday, right after Sean's training flight. The last thing they need now is another setback. But this morning, that's exactly what's waiting for them.
That is a lot of drippage.
Fuel is dripping from the Electra's tanks.
It all pooled in there overnight, eh?
Yeah.
Delay.
We filled it right up yesterday with the anticipation we were flying right away. And what was coming out of the truck into the airplane was super cold to like -20. It's up to, you know, -5 yesterday, maybe -8 right now. So it's actually warmed up. So the fuel's expanded and it's not enough space in the tank. So it's oozing its way out. So it's making a mess.
It's exactly the way the overflow system is supposed to work. But after missing yesterday's departure window, they have one more hurdle: cleaning up the ramp and the plane. Finally, after a day of delays, the Electra is heading north.
60. Check the plane out. Yep.
We're airborne at 06.
The destination? Sachs Harbor on Banks Island, 1,200 kilometers away. Sachs has the world's largest musk ox population. Cousins of the woolly mammoth, musk oxen have evolved to survive in some of Earth's harshest climates. For thousands of years, the Inuit have harvested the animals. Today, it's a vital source of income for the tiny, isolated community of Sachs Harbor.
Exactly how much space are 18,000 pounds of dead musk ox going to take up in this thing? He said it's in boxes. Now, how big boxes, I have no idea.
And they have no idea just how much trouble this load is going to cause them.
Landing gear. Down 3 grade. Down 3 grade.
The runway is just as long as the town.
1,200 kilometers north, the daylight is already long gone as the Electra crew approaches Sachs Harbor on Mission Musk Ox.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
4 lights.
They still have no idea exactly what's waiting for them on the ground.
Transponder standby.
With almost 24-hour darkness and a wind chill hitting -50, there's no doubt the crew's crossed the Arctic Circle.
There's no sunrise and sunset, but there's still light in the south.
Skulls.
Yuri Raska is their Sachs Harbor point man, working on behalf of the 122 Inuit who live here.
You don't have weights on any of this shit, okay?
These are probably about, say, between 800 and 1,000 pounds.
There's no accurate weights or scale. That means it's going to be almost impossible to balance the load in the plane.
What we're gonna have to do is this whole load is gonna have to be put beside the airplane so we can sort it out. This is gonna be a bit of a bitch.
The load is a disorganized mess. But this kind of Arctic transport is what Buffalo does best, even while they're fighting to stay alive.
How are the hides?
How many hides on a pallet? 20?
Yeah, it's if not even 200 pounds with the pallet.
You take the hides and they get tanned. Excellent leather.
But if they thaw out, the floor of the Electra could turn into a wet, bloody mess.
Well, we're trying to contain the blood and the snow melt and stuff coming off the, you don't want this stuff melting and running into all the cracks and crannies in the airplane.
It's not a problem most airline captains will ever have to consider.
Stack it on the pallet. You're not going to throw that up to the deck here. You have it all over the ramp. Musk Ox blankets used to be used the same as the Buffalo blankets.
Yeah. Throw them over your shoulder and sit there nice and warm. Actually, you get too hot.
One down, ready to go.
But working in the far north, Ray and his crew have to be ready for almost anything.
This is the first for me hauling Musk Ox parts. Auto parts, yeah. Food parts, sure. Musk Ox parts? The first for everything here, I guess.
Hey, we got them all.
What are we putting on here now?
That's approximately 400 boxes in there. Hand bomb marathon, what are you gonna do? Oh, 5,000 pounds of ground up Musk Ox.
251.
This is 251 Musk Ox cut up into bits and pieces.
That's over twice the number of people who call Sachs Harbor home. Even a rough estimate is already putting this haul at the Electra's maximum payload.
It looked more like it was around 29,000 to 30,000 pounds.
Luckily, they've saved the lightest for last.
Kiviot. Musk Ox wool. Kiviot. Guard hair right there. Kiviot's closer to the hide. It's the animal one.
Quality.
That's pretty good Movember.
The wool is extremely light, incredibly warm, and very hard to come by.
It's very valuable for the community as a natural resource. It certainly is the focal point of the Musk Ox harvest.
The whole load was like $250,000 or $300,000 in wool.
All of this is a vital resource for the Inuit in this tiny, isolated hamlet. Now, depending on Buffalo to get the wool to market.
The plane's starting to smell right now. Hopefully it'll get better.
Back up in Sachs Harbor, the Electra crew is toughing it out in the brutal cold.
Holy shit, I can't turn in the wind here.
It was like 57 below or something up there. It was cold.
Nobody wants to hang around. And with all the cargo finally on board, they're ready to head home.
251 dead Musk Ox. Crazy.
The crew made it all fit. About 30,000 pounds of ancient Arctic animal. But without precise weights, they had to guess at balancing the load. So they're not quite done after all.
Oh, we're just a little tail heavy, so we gotta readjust the weight a bit.
It's the kind of specialized service that only Buffalo can provide.
This has been a fantastic day, actually. We're very happy. We had a lot of help from the crew, getting everything off the plane in an incredible amount of time. And I'm very surprised that everything fit into this plane. We're just about maxed her out, so I'm very, very pleased we got it out in one shot. So thank you, Buffalo.
Buffalo's pulled off another offbeat northern mission.